All right, I'm back again, and I think I'm going to try and level up this horse, which I'm calling Oreo, but is actually named Charcoal Cloud. And I'm going to do that by just doing all the races and stuff that I can. And I'm not having a good day control-wise for some reason. For some reason, it's really, for some reason I'm having trouble. Don't know why. It's not glitchy or anything. It's literally just me. So, be ready for that, I guess. Uh, anyway, I was gonna talk about something very interesting just now because it made me think of it. So, I have this fear of tornadoes, right? And like I don't really live in an area where there's a lot of tornadoes. But for some reason, I am just deathly afraid of them. Now, we've had some watches and a few warnings in my lifetime, but for some reason, they fascinate me but terrify me at the same time. And I just thought I'd bring that up because, like, I feel like I was going to say something that I think would add to this game would be weather phenomenon. So like maybe it's raining or maybe there's a tornado or like maybe over by Fort Pinta there's like a hurricane and you have to like go save the horses and that's like a task or something. Or maybe it's like involved in a race and you have to like outmaneuver the natural weather or whatever. I don't know. I just think that would be fun. I think it'd be fun if there was like a daily weather report and like there were ways that, like let's say it's raining and it makes it so that your horse slips a bit. And of course, I would enjoy a feature where you could opt out, like if you didn't want that. I was just thinking that it would be cool to have. And, I thought it would be neat because over in this like flat area, it would be like the prime spot. Oh no, oh my god, okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why can't I jump over this fence? Oh my god. Guys, I don't know what is going on with me today. I literally cannot. Like, it's literally impossible for me to do this today. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I just have to get back on track. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just gonna go around. Yeah, just not even gonna bother. Yeah, so I genuinely suck at this today for some reason. But anyway, as I was saying, this flat area would be perfect for like a sporadic tornado. So like let's say you're having like a thunderstorm, and then let's say like every 10 to 15 thunderstorms or tornado happens, and like let's not even say it's a part of the game. I think it would just be neat because you could like try and spot different weather phenomenon in the game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just think that would be cool, but maybe that's because I'm a bit of a weather nerd. But, like, when I look at these clouds over here, sorry, so sorry to headphone users. But yeah, when I look at, like, clouds and stuff, I always, it's always, like, clear skies. Why, why can't I have different clouds? Or, like, why can't, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm making it too complicated. But anyway, oh my god, where am I supposed to... What? How did I miss that? I jumped over that. Okay. Okay, I'm officially really awful at this. What? Where am I going? Where am I supposed to be right now? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Let's just do this again because I messed that up so bad. I really wish that this was a little bit easier for me today because I wanted to record. I had time to record, and I just absolutely cannot stand it. Anyway, Oreo makes me think of a horse I knew named Oreo, which is why I bought Oreo. Except that horse wasn't actually a black and white pinto. It was like like a very dark brown pinto. Maybe editing me can add that. Maybe editing me can put that in here. But I don't know. I don't remember how I did it last time, I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah. It just the movement of it. This is the horse that I was talking about earlier the other time where how am I failing so hard at this game? Oh my god. I'm just going to try my best because I feel like at this point I'm just struggling so hard to do this and talk at the same time. Just let me focus, okay? Okay, I just have to do this really slowly and think about it. But anyway, that was the horse that was the trail horse that I would ride that hated to run, and it was like the laziest horse ever, which I do think, you know what, I do think that that would also be another good characteristic to add to the game. Like, if you wanted a more dynamic game, you could add personalities to the horses. So, like, when you bought a horse, you know how you choose, like, mare or stallion and, like, the age and, you know, whatnot, and all the stats, and, oh, change the mane or whatever. I think it would be really nice if you could pick personality traits. If it was like The Sims and you could like choose what personality you wanted for the horse. Like, let's say you get like a saddlebred and you want it to be energetic, and then you can use it for other stuff. Anyway, I think I'm gonna head back to the stable maybe. I don't know. I actually don't know. I might do another race. I think I should probably do another race, because if I don't, the video is going to be too short. But I'm not going to do the chicken run because it is near to impossible. No, that is not the one I wanted to click. I think I'm just having trouble today with my touchscreen or something, because I am playing on mobile, which apparently is harder. Why are you walking in front of me, sir? Please. Yeah, that's another thing. That's my only other pet peeve about the game. Besides, I kind of wish that there was more customization. Well, I guess that kind of falls into it. I wish there was more customization, where I wish that I could be a guy in the game. But knowing Star Stable, they'll do that, and then I'll have to make another account. And I refuse to make another account. Like, y'all know I'm a dude. Which, speaking of, I changed clothes because I'm wearing a mask, because someone brought it to my attention that that is, like, a silent way for, like, masculine people to signal that they are masculine. And, like, I don't know quite what that means. Like, I don't know if that means, like, butch lesbians are also doing that because they're masked and they're butch, or if it's strictly, like a trans guy, cis guy thing. I don't know, I'm not really sure. So I just put a mask on because I thought, well, either way, it's better than nothing. If only it was that easy in real life. Welcome to being a chubby dude with long hair and who wears a lot of pink. I get a lot of confusion, especially from old people. Old people definitely don't know what to make of me. They're like, do you want to be a woman? And I'm like, not really, no, but if you think I want to be a woman, yeah, sure. Actually, ironically, and now I'm sorry, I'm heading back to the stable to show you my new Hanoverian later, because I got two, actually, because I have no self-control. But I'm going to do this one jumping course while I talk about this. But what's ironic to me is, now I don't know if anyone has the same issue, but because I am a guy and I'm very feminine presenting, I find that I'm gendered correctly more often by a conservative crowd than I am by a progressive crowd. And, like, I don't want to, like, throw anybody under the bus, because it's very good that you're, like, assuming. Well, actually, no, it's not good that you're assuming. I am going to throw you under the bus. No, because if I, like, let's say I go to a Go-Mart and I'm surrounded by a bunch of, like, construction dudes. Yeah, they're all going to gender me as sir. But if, let's say I go to, like, I don't know, a yoga class, everyone's going to gender me as she, her, and, like, a woman. And that is, because people assume. But gender is a spectrum, and, like, you can't just assume like that, which is, like, the whole point, because, don't even get me started on that, which I'm already started, so I might as well, even though I'm doing this really hard competition, and I'm probably going to fail because I'm talking too much while I'm doing it, but anyway, like I was saying, gender is a spectrum, and you can fight me on that, because if you can be more masculine than me as a guy, and I am very feminine to you, if you say, oh, I'm a really masculine man, I'm a macho man, I'm an alpha male, and I'm very feminine, very submissive omega male, oop, please, please don't read into that too much. Please don't read into that too much. Please don't. I'm begging. I might have given away too much information there. But anyway, back to my point. I'm saying that if I am more feminine and you are more masculine, but we're both still men, gender is a spectrum. Or like if women can be more feminine than other women and more masculine than other women, same thing. Like if you can be more feminine or masculine, then it's a spectrum, which is confusing for some people for some reason, which I don't understand. But yeah, so if I'm in the conservative crowd, so like, I don't know, let's say I go to like, no, I'm not even going to mention that guy's name because he doesn't deserve I don't even want to even mention his name. I feel like we all know. So like, let's say I go to like some sort of event where we're celebrating this guy who I'm not going to name, because I don't want to get into it. I don't even want to think about it. But let's say I go to one of those events. I'm probably going to get gendered as sir and he, him, and they're going to call me a guy. And they're going to be mean about it because they're going to be like, oh, you're a very feminine guy, and they'll be like, why don't you be a real man, or whatever. But then if I go to like, I don't know, a Starbucks, let's say, they're going to try and gender me as if I'm like a trans woman, and I'm not a trans woman. That's the whole point. Which is why I think that it comes down to you, personally, because you really can't tell. Like, you really can't tell, because, there's masculine trans women, okay? Like, what is that called? What is the word I'm looking for? Please don't cancel me before I even get a following. But yeah, what is that called? A tomboy. Yes, sorry. My brain is also not functioning in English today. So yeah, but anyway, I'm going to show you the Hanoverians that I got in a bit, because, oh my god, I suck at this game today. Why do I suck at this game so bad today? But anyway, yeah, so okay, this is not going well. But anyway, yeah, I sort of just don't think it matters. Like, because let's not even include trans people. Let's just say cis people. There are women out there that look very masculine and are confused for men. And there are guys like me who look extremely feminine and get confused for women. And like, it's, you can't present in a way in which you're going to be gendered correctly all of the time. That's just all there is to it. And I wish that's something that trans people would understand, because, like, I understand they have, like, dysphoria, but at the same time, you have to just dress how you want to dress. Because I feel like a lot of the stuff I see online, it's all about, do eyeliner to look more like a woman, or, I wear a flannel shirt to look more like a man. Don't wear any cool colors. And meanwhile, I'm a guy all in pink, just living my life. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters. I think also, though, you have to be self-aware. Like, if I go out in a skirt with my hair done up and like some lipstick on and someone calls me ma'am, I'm not going to be angry or upset about it, because I know that I am a man. Just like if I go out and someone keeps mocking me for my black hair, I'm not going to get upset, because I'm going to go, oh, well, I don't have black hair. So, like, I don't know. I think it comes down to trans people are pretty insecure about who they are. But I do think it's a part of, because society says that. Yeah, I talk about trans people a lot because I'm in the U.S. right now, and it's a scary time for people, and it's a scary time for me, and, I don't even feel like I'm the target audience for all this, but it affects me too because people hate trans people so much, and when they assume that you're trans in a certain way, you get people who are violent with you, people who yell at you. It's not a good time, and I kind of just want to advocate for people because it's genuinely such a small part of the population that I don't... Where is my Hanoverian? Is it right here? Okay. Anyway, this is the one I bought first, because look at this guy. I love this horse so much. I was not going to buy the Hanoverians, and then I saw them, and you know what? Everyone's making fun of the trot, but I like the trot. I really do. Because I like the Selly, and it has the same trot. Look at these two. Look at these two. I love them. They're adorable. Yes, I'm working on getting tack for all my horses. So if anybody notices that a lot of my horses have either just a bridle or a bridle and a saddle pad, yeah, that's because I'm working on getting tack for all my horses, and I want everyone to have, like, their unique tack that I can then retire once they level completely up, which is what happened with, but look at his little tail braid. I love a good tail braid. That was one of the fun things about having a horse, but I honestly could never get it to look right because my horses were always swishing their tails, and I just couldn't. But anyway, I'm going to get you a better look at this horse. I love this horse so much. The Hanoverians, I might genuinely buy another variation once I get the funds. Oh my goodness, so many people. I love everyone else's starter horses, by the way, because everyone else's starter horses, they like customize them a lot, and I just decided to go with an all-white horse because, you know, I'm boring, I guess. Yeah, but I wanted... Well, I didn't know if I was going to get Star Rider or not. That's the thing. Throughout my lifetime, I have downloaded a lot of apps, and I've never liked an app as much as I like this one. Yeah, that's it. I'm beating you. That's for sure. This race, yeah. You're losing to me. But yeah, I try to keep my Tumblr updated with all my horses, but it's very hard because I keep buying horses. It's a problem. I just can't resist them, and I have to stop myself because I'm like, yo, you literally just bought a horse. So I'm actually waiting for the bazaar, and I'm gonna get a horse at the bazaar, and if I can't get a horse at the bazaar, I'm gonna level up and get 2 Tennessee walking horses. Well, not Tennessee walking horses. What am I thinking of? What is the horse I'm thinking of? Why can I not think of the horse that I want? The really prancy one. The American Saddlebred. Oh, my God. Anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about getting an American Saddlebred. Maybe 2, because I really like... I might actually just do that anyway, because, you know, I have enough Star Coin, because they had that double Star Coin weekend, and I did what I could. Anyway, so I don't know if that's entertaining or not to listen about the horses I'm going to buy. I think my next video should definitely be like a stable tour, because if I do a stable tour, then I can show everyone all my horses, which I already did a stable tour for one of my friends on here, which I've made friends on here, guys. Isn't that exciting? That's exciting. I made some friends. I don't know if they'll stick around, and I don't know when they play because the chat censors everything. Which I get why it censors everything, but you know what's funny is I realize how many phrases I say that could be deemed inappropriate. Like, I can't believe you can't say the word "that sucked," or like, I'm a sucker for blah blah blah. That's the thing that got me, was really, I can't say that I'm a sucker for draft horses, like that's, because I was talking to my one friend about that, because I really love draft horses, and I want a draft horse so bad, but anyway, look at how this horse moves. I just love the quick change between gaits, and I love the way that it gallops, and I know people aren't a fan of the trot because it's not accurate, but the jump, look at that jump. That is one of the more accurate jumps I've seen. especially if you've seen a Hanoverian, which I haven't seen a Hanoverian in real life, but, whatever. Anyway, look at this guy. All right, I think I'm going to end it here because this is a good spot, so long.